that was the most nerve-wracking thing leading up to the wedding, to declare my undying love in front of 100 people.
But every single person cried at her vows. Like, I went first and everyone was like, and then when she went, there was not a dry eye in the house. Tierra and I have been together for going on 11 years now. We are both from a very small town in Alabama, and our relationship kind of shifted when she commented on a photo that I posted on Facebook. Instead of saying thank you, slid into the DMs, and we've been talking really ever since.
When we first started dating, marriage wasn't even an option. We didn't even think about it. We just thought we would be roommates forever. Whenever marriage equality passed, we were in college, thought to myself like, wow, like we can really get married now. I decided to do like an oceanside picnic. It was on her birthday, so I was hoping that like she wouldn't suspect anything.
I didn't suspect a thing.
Yeah, okay.
Nothing.
Okay, good. I pulled out the ring and got down on one knee and barely was able to talk and ask her to marry me.
As soon as you get engaged, in that moment where you say, yes, I'll marry you, of course that's like your next thought is, what is the wedding gonna look like? Our venue was called Form. It's here in LA in Burbank. What really spoke to us about that venue is that it was really kind of a blank slate. We could open those big glass doors. Those stayed open during our entire wedding as one of our COVID precautions. And then the rest was just empty space to use and kind of create any sort of vision that we wanted to.
On the design and the decor, I just really wanted to go with something that was extremely minimal, that reflected us, making the florals be really like large but neutral. The star color of our wedding was this like terracotta color, so there was lots of furniture. It was the same color as my suit. Yeah. So those little pops of color there mixed with the greens of her bouquet, like those worked out really well. So the wedding planning process for us, like what we thought it would look like, was kind of like custom to us.
We really put a lot of effort into not knowing anything about what each other was gonna wear. So Tierra never saw my dress, I never saw her suit, she never saw my jewelry, nothing. And we even got ready in the same hotel room, and like basically I would just close my eyes while she walked by. And so that first look moment was so sweet. You literally started crying immediately. That was probably my favorite, most memorable moment.
Yeah, that was really sweet. Santa Ana winds happened. We had a photo booth set up outside just to kind of split up some of the activations and kind of give everybody space. But the wind had another plan. About an hour into our cocktail party, the wind blew over our backdrop and broke it. So there was no backdrop, but the company was great. Brought a new backdrop, set it up inside, moved everybody inside, and got it back up and running before the night was over. So while it was one of those things that didn't go right, it did get fixed, and it didn't end up making a huge difference. Our wedding was the first time that our families have ever even met before. Yeah. The first time that our parents were in the same room together. I think that was probably the most impactful part of it, getting those memories, those pictures, those videos with people that probably won't ever happen again. So it was really like special to have everyone gathered in one place.
Literally our entire family is in Alabama and Georgia, and all of our friends from college are in Alabama, so we were shocked at the turnout. I was so happy at the people who wound up coming to our wedding and very surprised.
My biggest piece of advice would be to relinquish control and to trust your vendors.
Kind of give yourself up to the process of being overwhelmed.
When it comes to planning a wedding, it's impossible to know everything. So you really have to trust other people to make your vision come true and to know that they're gonna show up and make your day special.